welcome back to the channel. Quite an impromptu video this time. So I've just taken the bike out, and by taking the bike out I mean fallen off of it. So I've got a couple of things that I need to run through to repair it, and I thought I would A, show you how easy these are to install and fix, and B, show you the extent of the damage and how much it's going to cost to repair. So let's go. So to start with, just running through the damage. So front to back, so I've smashed this, so that's what it should look like. So yeah, smashed the indicator glass completely. I could look to get a replacement for this, but these are old bulbs anyway, so I thought what I would go for to replace them with are a set of these mini LED indicators. They come with the resistors, so hopefully it should be relatively straightforward to fit. It says universal fit, so yeah, we'll go about trying to repair that now. Unfortunately, there's some slight scratches there, which I mean I'm not really going to do anything about, to be honest. Could get a set of replacement mirrors, but I mean, if I ever do it again, then not too bad. But I think, yeah, so that went down first. There's the bar ends here, which actually have held up really well, so you know, pretty impressed with how they've done. Bit of grazing there on the brake, and I'm surprised this didn't come off. I think this took the brunt of it, so that's quite handy. And actually, if you look at the kind of side profile of the bike, I think the weight, most of it went on there. Check the handlebars, they're not bent. I thought maybe the exhaust was going to get damaged, which would have been really unfortunate, but actually coming down the bike you'll see there's some marks on the side here, so there's one there, one there, one there, a little bit of grazing, which again, pretty happy with how lucky that's come out. I've got some black touch-up paint, so I'll try and put it on there, but obviously this is the engine, so this gets quite warm, so I don't know how well paint will do on that. Unfortunately, the tank did take a couple of little scuffs. Luckily, it's not actually dented anywhere. It's purely just cosmetic. So I've got some touch-up paint. Obviously, it's not going to have the same finish as this, unfortunately. But, you know, luckily it's minor enough that if I can get it, you know, get it shaded in okay, shouldn't hopefully notice it. And then the only other thing that took the brunt of the damage was the exhaust can, so the right hand side. Again, luckily, I do think the handlebar took most of it. So you'll see here, there is some slight grazing on the end of the can, but it's not deformed in any way. So it's done really well. This kind of tube isn't bent. I thought that might have taken a brunt. I think this took a slight bend, and I've managed to pull out the bracket, so it straightened it back up okay. And actually the thing that took the most damage was this bracket, so you can see probably some creases in there. So this kind of almost the metal pulled away where the can got pushed in. So all I did to fix that was just get some like plumber's grips, put a bit of cloth around it, and just nipped it back up and squeeze it together, tighten this back on. And actually it has come up really good. You can see there, you know, the gaps back that side. There's sort of similar gaps. I've kind of tried to measure it as best I can. I think the undamaged side always had a bit more of a gap because it was on the side that had the kind of drive gear, whereas that side is completely flush. So yeah, it's actually not too bad. And then yeah, no damage here. No damage here, slight bit on the end of the pegs, but that's kind of what they're there for, which is good. I was worried this was going to get bent in, but no, all fine. So yeah, that's the extent of the damage. Cool. Okay, next up, let's have a little look and see what this... Probably should have tried to keep the box intact there in case these don't fit, but oh well. Cool. That's all that comes in the box. And what we have here, some instructions. And okay, so I'm guessing these are the resistors and these are just the indicators. Okay. So I've kind of tried to go like for like in terms of style, but yeah, you can see they're going to be notably smaller, so I may need to replace the rear ones at some point, but I think just getting them back on the road for now is the most important thing. But yeah, we'll see if I can do this myself with some home tools. Hopefully it's an easy job, but given my mechanical knowledge, I probably won't end up being an easy job. So I went to Halfords and just got this gloss black touch-up paint. Again, the bike's old, it's not really worth going too mad and trying to colour match it and everything, so I'm hoping that this will be okay on that. Kind of a gloss black, and then I might just touch that up as well. I don't think it'll make, that really isn't going to be too much of an issue. I think it's mainly this, so see how it looks. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna, looks like it just opens up like that. Kind of showing you as I do it now. Oh, it's just like a little black paintbrush. Quite cool. Okay, I'm just gonna do that now. Yeah, I think that looks okay. I mean, it's not factory fresh, but okay. So the first thing is taking this off. Probably going to want a little pot for those. I'm hoping it's not going to rain today, but it's forecast not to, but as I'm doing some work on the bike it probably will, so apologies to my neighbours. Okay, so that's what that looks like off. Cool, put that over there. That has not really revealed too much to me. Okay, that's what that looks like, a little bolt with a washer. Okay, 2 of those. Yeah, you're on camera.
Should I do the wrench now or wait?
Do it now if you want.
You'll be alright?
Yeah, I can pause the film. Okay, so there's something. Okay, so there's a kind of a little like a bolt thing here. It looks like it's on like that pivots out maybe. So I'm going to try and loosen that. And this will be interesting if it works. I'm able to see this, but obviously the moral of the story, I think the key takeaway is just don't fall off your bike. Looks like that. It's not going to fit in the pot. Oh well. So I'm hopeful now that, yeah, look at that now, that's all super loose. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so that's the headlight out, and these are the indicators. So how do we get those out? Which way is anti-clockwise? Yeah, so don't do it up clockwise if you're trying to undo it. That's not going to be good. Like I just almost did. This actually feels like quite weak plastic. That is now off. And then do the broken side. There we go. Now, how does that come out? That probably needs to be undone from the back. So there are some, it's like a little screwdriver that you need for that. Okay, so that literally just takes that out. Literally then take the bulb out. Cool. Take the bulbs out. Oh, and then it just, this plastic housing seems to pull out. I mean, I'm gonna pause it here and I'll figure this out and get back to you. Cool, welcome back. So I've figured out, so up in here is the right indicator, and it's like a little connection like this. There are 2 pins in there, and you just kind of need to, there's like a little pop thing, so you pop it in. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this. Pop it in, like push it with a tiny screwdriver, and then you just pull it out, and yeah. Cool. So I think that's fine. What I want to do is just test to see how this actually works. My issue is there's a black on the top and the black and green on the bottom. Now I'm going to assume that black and black goes together, and then the red and black goes. The red goes where the green and black would go. I don't know. So no, it doesn't. Okay, so I'm doing something wrong here, and don't know if maybe I can, because it looks like this plastic bit has got, it's got the metal bits inside, so maybe I can just take this off and use it again. I don't know.
How'd it
go? Brilliant. I mean, I've stripped it down.
Just so you know, lunch time.
Lunch is ready. Pause for lunch.
Pause for lunch, guys.
Pause for lunch. Lunch break done. So I was having a little think actually while I was having lunch. I think I've figured out, well, I have figured out. So let me just, I'm going to leave that one there just in situ so I can show you that it works. But I'll show you what I did. So in the box you get the main light, which has got these 2 connectors, and you also get this, which is the resistor. Now I'm not sure which one of these 2 things I did made it work, so I'm just going to say both, because I think you would need to do both anyway. So the first thing I did was connect up these 2 parts of the light, so the red and the red, into the red and the red connection of the resistor. So that's kind of this bit here. And then you also have the resistor, the other side, that goes into the connection in there. Now Yamaha's old light, which is I don't know where I put that, but as you, oh, it's there. As you remember, it's got the little plastic bit on the end. This doesn't. It just has 2 prongs. Now if you look closely, it's got two little plastic bits, so I think maybe what was happening was that was touching inside the housing and it was shorting out. So by lifting these plastic covers over and then putting them in, it means that even though they're kind of resting together, there's plastic covers in between, it isn't short circuiting. Yeah, I'm in a rush to get this done. And that then means, so when I put the ignition on now and put the indicator on, works and flashes correctly. So, sweet. So in theory now, all I need to do is connect it all up. Not entirely sure how I'm going to make sure that these stay connected inside the housing. Thread it through, get it in situ. So I think what I'll do first is I'm going to disconnect this now because I need to figure out how to get this in the hole and connect. So I'm going to make sure the light's in situ. Then I'm going to reconnect it all back up. So I'm not. What I don't want to do is get it all to work and then realise I've got to post this through here somehow. I think it'll be easier just to put the cables through. So let's do that. So firstly, I'm just going to remove the old one. And now I just need to decide if I want it to be like that, or I could just reuse this rubberized extension. Yeah, that looks terrible. We're not doing that. Actually, while we're here, let me give that a quick clean up. And for now, I'm just going to do it finger tight. But yeah, that's the new indicator on. That looks okay. Yeah, it's make sure you guys are straight. Relatively cheap, like I said, it's £13. To be honest, I'm doing all this work. I probably should have just ordered some, maybe some like little bullet ones or something. But my thinking was, so the rear ones are actually a ball length sort of fix. It's all along the back. So I'm trying to be asked to change the rear ones. So what if I get ones that look similar-ish to the original style? Then it's not too different. Plus, I want to make sure it's rideable. I can't be asked to wait for ages for parts and stuff. So yeah, we're sticking with it. It is what it is. That's the wrong size. Figured it out. What do you think? Looks right, isn't it?
Yeah. Isn't that too small?
No.
Was the other one bigger?
Yeah, the other one was bigger, but these are LEDs, they should be brighter.
Oh, okay. Looks good. Why is it not orange?
Because it's LED, so the actual bulb itself is
orange.
Is orange, I think.
Okay.
Okay. It works. It's connected. So it works and it's connected. I just need to figure out a way to tape it or secure it so it doesn't slip back out. I think I'll probably set it in now. I'm going to probably just use some electrical tape or something, and maybe some cable ties. But I think what I want to do next is change this side over first, because then I think it's going to be easier to figure out how to tie up all of the rest of it together. Yeah, let's do that.
Going well?
Yeah, look. Ready to be impressed by my mechanical knowledge?
Wow! Well done.
And I was just using like a little screwdriver. You see, you'll pull it and you'll see it if you ever do it. There's like a little gap that comes in between the like plastic, and you can kind of just get a little screwdriver and just wiggle it open. I was saying to the camera, do you think it would have been better if it was extended out if I carried that thing on? I think it'd look a bit because it doesn't quite sit on the end that well. Like it's too chunky.
Yeah.
So
I think it looks alright like it is.
yeah, I think it's quite nice. It's nicer.
Would it be visible though?
It's no less. It's because it's a lot bright. These are better than the ones that the original
People will
ones.
still see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm not floundering around on the floor, they'll see me.
The plastic on there too.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Cheers. Okay, so now at least we've figured that out. It should in theory just be the same process on the other side, which is good news. Always easier when you kind of know what you're doing, but I always find that putting it back together is harder than taking it apart. I think while I'm here, always take the opportunity to give it a bit of a clean up. Just the bits I'm probably never going to get to again. So, yeah, same process. Let's undo these. We know that we need to use the resistor. But we also know that it's easier to thread these through. First, get the light in situ, yada, yada, yada. So, let's do that first. Yeah, I'm just trying to show you what the wiring loom looks like. It's like this. So all I'm doing is I'm going to grab this new set of cables, and I did say positive on bottom and negative on top. So black's positive, that's negative. And then I'm just going to grab this here and literally just push them onto the pins. So I'll come back to this, and I will probably try and like push them in more and then tape them up, and I'll show you what that looks like. But let's just test to make sure the other side works quickly. It's where it explodes. So we've got right, got left, right, left. Look at that, lovely. Turn it off. Sweet. Now we just need to put it all back together and make it look good. Oh, welcome back guys. Apologies, I completely forgot to start the camera back up when I was fitting it, but effectively I just use this. There's a load of electrical tape. I just wrapped around a load of times, made sure it couldn't pull out. Kind of, and then pulled the sheath back over. It all got pushed up to here. So the resistors are up here, and the cables are just kind of running behind the bulb. Yeah, I mean, you can still see some of the cables, and maybe in future I might take this off again and redo it, maybe if I do the rear lights, but for now, as long as it works, you know, and I can ride it and it's safe, then I'm kind of okay with it for now. So yeah, let's get this thing back together, then we can do a final check when everything's all bolted up, and hopefully it should be job done. Okay, don't do that. I've just snap the head off that screw. Don't over tighten those, remember not to do that. Job done. So there we go. I mean, it took a little over an hour, had a stop for lunch, but I think they look quite good. You know, £13, well spent. Easy fix. I just thought I'd show you quickly actually the damage I did to the helmet. So it's literally just that. You can see there, the clips come off, it's completely snapped off, so it doesn't latch anymore. So I'd need to get this visor replaced. There's a little bit of scuffing. It was a very light tap, actually, to be fair, and luckily this, I've got a clear visor, so I can pop this out and keep using it. So yeah, you know, it's times like this when you think about, you know, was it worth spending the money? Absolutely, because if that wasn't the front of the helmet, which at the time I didn't even notice, it would have been the front of my face on an open face helmet, so that's quite good. So I'm happy with that, and like I said, I can just replace it, have the clear visor, and get another black visor for summer, or maybe a new helmet at this point, who knows. But no, I'm really happy with how the front indicators have come up. They've kind of done exactly what I thought, which was just kind of match the similar look that they were before, which I can kind of give you a comparison. I mean, the old ones are way chunkier. They're kind of like out here, but it still keeps the same triangle shape. I really think they look quite clean. So yeah, obviously I'd rather not have crashed my bike, but all things considered, it's come up well. And things like this, you know, if you'd have taken that to a garage, that's easily, you know, I don't know, £100 labour maybe for someone to do that, when you could just do it for £13, save yourself a bit of money. So yeah, I think the indicators look good. I'd recommend them. They are these ones, Oxford Mini LED indicators. Really good because they come with the resistors as well, which is super useful. I didn't realise how important that would be to have them, and it's annoying to get halfway through a job like this and realise you need them. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.